5 is duration and frequency. It might be on page 15 or 16.
14.
Is it 14?
Yeah.
Duration and frequency, okay. Well, I'm on page 7. We wanted to, under 5, Part B, other temporary signs, we wanted to increase the frequency that temporary signs can be put out. Currently reads as 2 times a year. We wanted to increase that. We came up with a number 4. We'll try with 4. Leave it all up so they can have 4 special events a year that they can do this for. Maybe a business has more than 2 sales a year. So we wanted to give them a little bit more flexibility with that. And
Now, Mr. Chairman, are we keeping the 10 calendar days in that?
I didn't have any note changes on that, on the 10 myself. And I don't think trustee Holston had any changes on that either. Did you have any notes on that?
We discussed it,
Yeah.
but we never made a change.
Okay.
Does anyone oppose to that? The 10 days? I mean, I don't.
No, it's 10 calendar. It's 10 calendar days. It's not 10 work days. So it's
Right.
It's less than 2 weeks. So I don't have any reason to want to shrink that down. Make things more of a hardship for our business owners.
Okay.
So Trustee Holston, do you see that pretty much sum up what you had seen or recollect too from when you wrote?
Yes, sir. I want to point out that these changes came about as a result of inquiries from businesses in the community. Lee Boswell with Mulligan's had come to the committee, as had the gentleman from the liquor store, and I'm sorry, I don't remember his name.
Paul.
Paul, thank you. And they had given us specific clauses they wanted us to look at, which we did. We had other issues related to Gulf Vista. Gulf Vista had written us a letter. They were concerned about being able to put signage up during their promotion to try to sell property over in Gulf Vista. I believe we've addressed that in this as well. And that was really all they came at that particular juncture to talk to us about any signage issues. Not that we can't consider others, but the intent of the village board last week was to try to get this moving off center and go ahead and get these ordinances changed on behalf of the citizens who brought this forward.
Excuse me, Mr. Holston, may I ask a question?
Oh, please.
You mentioned that you did address some things with the Gulf Vista community. I was going to bring that up because I didn't know if specifically there was anything in here. Can you tell me where that might be, that I could read it?
Yeah, hold on.
Because I know they put signs up quite often, and I applaud you guys, by the way, for trying to come up with an ordinance. It's got to be the most difficult ordinance, I said this before to you, to come up with. This is really complex.
It's like getting your arms around Jello. It really is.
Oh yeah, it certainly is.
It was, the part we talked about, Jim, was on page 16 of mine. Let me get the section.
16, I don't have any numbers.
Well, you've got the same thing I do, so it's 11, 12, 11, and it's Article C, and it's number 4, so it's 11, 12, 11, C4. Pennants and flags shall be permitted in conjunction with retail businesses having a permanent outdoor display of merchandise offered for retail sale. I think that's what we were looking at. And then other temporary signs could include that, but that was one of the things we really never came up with anything in terms of banners being covered in here.
Well, I think that Gulf Vista's issues can be covered under the other temporary signs by us increasing the time, the frequency from 2 times a year to 4 times a year. Because they have grand openings.
Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, if you go down the road now, they've got banners out right now. And I think that was their intent. And what we agreed was this is probably pretty well the same thing as it is for the Flanagans who's selling houses over here in the other home area. And that is if you put it out on weekends when you're having your office hours and you take it off at the end of the day, it's okay. And I think that was the resolution that I heard was that as long as they remove it at the end of the day, it's okay. So if they're not removing it, then it'll be up to the village to decide how they want to handle that.
If you can let the board know that what our game plan is now.
Sure.
That we're going to take one more look at this next month and see if we're going to meld any of Creek's updated.
Yeah, I think that would be my recommendation, is Creek just renewed, or just came out with a new standards. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. I think I would make a run through what they've done, see if there's any last minute things, put it out for the public comment. Ideally, it would be nice if this was put on the webpage so that anybody wanted to look at it and make comments could come to the meeting and do the same thing.
You're really into this new webpage thing, right?
I love the new webpage. Yeah.
Did you see the pictures of the planning commission?
It's an opportunity. Yes, sir. I think we have it on there. No, we don't?
When I first saw it, was pictures of the village board.
I can run around and take pictures of each of you and I'm sure it'll get on there.
But, so that'll be our game plan if it makes sense to all you gentlemen. Then we'll take one last look at this next month. Then we're looking at the any kind of impact of Creek's new ordinance, and then we'll make a final recommendation.
Yes, and I want to make it known that I will not be here at next month's meeting. It's unfortunate for me, but I'm going to be stuck in Germany for about 2.5 weeks. So
But you get your comments to me then?
I will get comments to you, and then you can give them in my name, and hopefully we'll have a forum and can get through that.
Okay. Any new business? Josh? Any comments?
None from me.
Any comments from any Cubs fans?
We're going to win the pennant.
Team all players never lose.
With that, I'd like to get a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Mary.
Yes.
Zoom.
Yes.
Gross.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.